Today we're going to be taking a look at Aliso Creek in Star, Idaho. We're going to be taking a tour of this house first and then stay for the end where we're going to go over one of the more affordable homes in Toll Brothers. As a reminder, us at Boise Real Estate Insights, we're here to focus on you guys as locals and really give you insights that's going to be helpful for out-of-state people too. But let's go ahead and take a look at this house and then wait till the end where we go over some amazing lots and then this affordable home at the end. This one is the Kaplan and Toll Brothers here in Star. There's a few communities, but this is the model home they have, so it's going to be fully upgraded.
The first thing we both noticed, there's a bocce ball court in the backyard, which some of the things you see might not be available for upgrade, but they definitely deck out their model homes.
I mean, like Jesse said, these upgrades are insane. Toll Brothers is a luxury builder, so you're always going to have the craziest upgrades in the model homes. We'll go over to the master. These homes are beautiful. This is one of their bigger models. This is the Kaplan, which is right around starting price $530, $540, depending on which style you have. And then each floor plan has 4 different styles too. So right now we're in the farmhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Toll Brothers, the only builder in their development, so they try to keep variety by having 4 different elevations for every floor plan, and they also restrict having the same elevation next to each other or across the street. And we'll drive around here in a second. You can kind of see there's a lot of variety, even though it's the exact same builder, and a lot of these are the same one of, let's say, 8 or 10 floor plans.
Yeah, get my shoes out of the way. This is not the master, actually. This is the guest bedroom. So you have a nice little like suite for when you have people come over. They have their own bathroom. Cody's running into stuff.
Break it, you buy it.
Yeah, good sized bedrooms. And again, remember we're in a model home, so this stuff is not usually included. You can upgrade it if you want, but these are always fully decked out. Head over into the bathroom here, and then all of this like accent wall stuff, that's upgrade too. But when you have people over, they have their own little bathroom and stuff downstairs, and then most of the living area is going to be upstairs, which is nice.
And one thing we talked about when we first got here today, they do sell these model homes. So if you're patient enough or you just time it right, with all these upgrades, this could come available once this community is finished or almost finished. So, you know, if you time it right, you might be able to actually get one of the model homes for a pretty good price.
For sure, yeah, and reach out to us if you have questions. We have relationships with some of these salespeople in these communities, so we can kind of get a heads up if they're about to sell model homes. One of the other Toll Brother communities, I think some of the model homes are still for sale. It might have sold, but yeah, you get a great deal with these fully upgraded models. Let's go upstairs, save the kitchen for the end. You know, everyone always likes the kitchen. We'll go over the master here in a little bit, which is an interesting one, but this is going to be I mean, it has 6 bedrooms, so this is a huge house.
Yeah. I'd say the one downside for how they designed this one is just there's no like loft or true bonus room or second living area, but a lot of these floor plans, and maybe even this one, you can change that with Toll Brothers because they are a full custom builder. So structural changes and interior design and selections. Yeah,
exactly. Like with this floor plan, you can get 4 bedrooms or 6 bedrooms. So this model right now is a 6 bedroom, but if you take out 2 bedrooms and then you have a small, TV area up here, you can do that as well. But it splits up nice. So you have 2 bedrooms over here with its own bathroom. If you have kiddos, they can have their own room, or this one's made into an office. Those of you who homeschool, this is a great, you have plenty of room. As you can see, you'll take a look, Cody will take you in there.
Yeah, all the built-in desk space, again, some of these are model home upgrades, but you could always do it after the fact. And really for this home, these are some great sized rooms.
No, for sure.
Especially for a 6-bedroom home, these are all spacious and can easily fit, queen beds, master, king bed, or, if you have twin or bunk beds.
Yeah, and for a home like this right now, this one, it's not for sale. This model starts out at like 530-ish. This one would probably sit around high 6s, 700,000, depending on what they sell it for. But again, remember at the end, we're gonna go over some of the more affordable homes because they have some, good starter homes, things that most people can afford here, and we'll give you a tour of that one that is a little bit more reasonable. But again, this is a beautiful house. We'll take you down to the other 2 bedrooms, which I like this section better because it's more suitable for kids. You'll see in the bathroom it has the side-by-side sink. Your laundry room is down here too, so more reasonable for when you guys have, when people have kids.
Yeah, one thing, you know, just everyone has different preferences, but I've noticed a lot lately where some families like to have a door between the sinks and the bathroom or shower. So if you have 2 kids or 3 kids, someone could be brushing their teeth while someone's showering and using the restroom. So this one doesn't have that, but again, small details that we see when we're out there.
Yeah, and again, in a lot of the floor plans, you do have that as an option. But let's go to the master. These are pretty self-explanatory. They're going to be similar to the bedrooms in there, but just a nice little section in the model home.
And like Brady mentioned, upstairs laundry, so don't have to go all the way downstairs to get all that done.
Yeah, exactly. Now this master, for me, you'll see, we have a little bit of a hazard. Obviously you can take that out, but this master is pretty small. Some people like that though, I guess, but it's gonna actually is smaller than the guest bedroom downstairs, which is probably more useful for an office. The master bathroom, which Toll Brothers in their model homes, they always do an amazing job with their master baths. I know for most of you guys, all the men in here, they don't really care about the bathrooms as much. So show this to your wife. Beautiful walk-in shower. Obviously the dual sinks, and then
separate toilet, so you got your door. You
can go to the bathroom well.
Yeah.
For those of you who are married, I don't know. I think every marriage is different. Some couples, they're fine going to the bathroom in trouble, in front of each other, but some aren't. And then the walk-in closet. They always have a really big walk-in closet. One thing about some of the other ones that is a new popular thing is having the closet connected to the laundry room. This model doesn't have it, but some of the Toll Brothers models do have where your walk-in closet connects to the laundry room, which is nice. So now let's go take a look at some of the community. There's some awesome lots over here that are going to be super popular for a lot of you, and they back up to nothing. So we'll take a look at that, some of the community tours, and then we're going to take a look at that affordable home. Definitely wait for that. It's an awesome home for what Toll Brothers offers at an affordable price. Well, I'm done. I forgot to show you guys the kitchen, even though we told you we would. One thing about Toll Brothers too is they have some incentives going on right now, which is awesome. And we'll talk about the incentives and everything when we show you guys the more affordable house. But great incentives for some of these upgrades, because obviously the model home has a ton of upgrades. And so having that incentive to pay for some of those things.
Exactly. A lot of the added features you see here may not be available, but the finishes, like this flooring, I absolutely love. This would be in their design center. So they have an entire office or almost warehouse size space where you can go in and select pretty much everything on your build jobs. And I mean, it's true custom in terms of the interior selections, which not a lot of builders that build this many homes here do that.
Which is nice. Like you can see the backsplash in this kitchen is decked out. It's awesome, but if you don't like that green black backsplash, you can choose whatever you want and make it your own, which is a unique thing, I think, to Toll Brothers, especially in Boise. We don't have any more affordable, like fully custom builders, right? Hayden Homes, you have semi-custom, but you only have a few design selections. And then everything else is the more like $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 communities, whereas Toll Brothers gives you affordability while having like full custom ability, which is amazing.
And especially the last few years, they've been doing a little bit of a mix of still mostly full custom or build jobs, but also some quick move-in homes. So there are a handful in each community that will be done in the next 1 to 3 months that are designed by their team. They're finished very well. And a lot of times those have their own additional incentives too. So you can get a mix. If you need to find a home quick, they might have it. Or if you are okay with, an 8 to 9 month build job or timeline currently, custom building could be a good option too.
That home we're going to take a look at here at the end, it's actually available right now. So that's going to be a move-in home. And one of the incentives with that is you get the backyard landscaping for free. So it just comes with the house, which is nice. Just to give you guys an idea of the backyard space though, the bocce ball court comes with the home when they do sell this, but I don't think that's an upgrade.
Not too many landscaping upgrade options, but of course, we know the right people to help do that if someone wants some turf or a little putting green.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now for real, we're gonna actually go look at the community and the other section, and then of course we'll get to the affordable home at the end. We've got David in the back. He's here with Idaho EV, so he always provides the golf carts, which is super nice in these communities.
We've got a cool one too, so we'll make sure to show it.
Yeah.
This one's fun.
Driving by the pool right now, which, yeah, this community has a pool, which is not always the case in communities, especially in Boise. So nice that you have that. And we're heading over to a section of Toll Brothers that has some pretty cool lots and availability coming up that we'll talk about here in a sec before we, of course, get into the more affordable home.
Yeah, good sized pool, great little common central area here, little playground, of course, picnic area.
Yeah, and then just talking about like Star and some of the value in Star and what investment potential in moving to neighborhoods like this, right? Like if you live in Boise or you live in Meridian and you want to get into a little bit of a smaller town, Star has some great potential. We've seen it grown a lot. Right now, there's not a home on the market under 400,000 in Star. And so I think that equity and that home value growth has been a little bit more in Star than some of the other suburbs.
And also because it is a little further out, these developments have opportunity for bigger lots. So like we'll point out a few here. A lot of these homes or available lots coming up that they just released can have an RV bay, which we know is super important for a lot of people. So you either have your 3-car because it's a deeper tandem lot, or 3 true bays, or a big RV garage with a 12 or 14 foot door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in Aliso Creek, which is where we're at, the main section, which is where the model home and the other home we're going to take a look at is, they don't have the ability for RV garages, whereas this section we're driving into now, it's opened up, so it's new, so there's availability, and this is where you can have RV garages, which you'll see here just in a second. The other nice thing is all of these lots are backed up to what is right now a farm, so you have some freedom in your backyard. You don't have backyard neighbors. This section of Aliso Creek is a really good opportunity, especially out in here in Star. I know RV bays are popular in the valley, but for whatever reason, Star, everybody seems to have an RV.
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, there's a huge demand obviously for RVs and motor homes. And I have a client, we're selling a home in Nampa right now, and their neighbors have actually offered to rent out their RV bay for their garage, just because there is limited storage availability, plus having it nearby or on site holds so much value than having to go all the way to your storage unit just to pick up your trailer or motor home.
Yeah, for sure. No, that is a good point. Yeah, and so we're gonna head back to the more affordable home that's move-in ready. We'll give you guys a tour of that, but reach out if you guys have any questions. Like I said, we are definitely trying to bring it more local focus, but of course it's still valuable to any of you watching that are out of state. And yeah, get in contact with us, shoot us a text, and then also wait for a little bit. We'll have a little Easter egg in here in a second. So keep an eye out for that, where we'll be giving you guys something. But let's go take a look at this more affordable option, a little bit smaller, and give you guys a home tour of that. Now, as we promised, we're gonna go over this more affordable home here in Aliso Creek. We're also gonna go over some of the numbers of what your monthly payment would be, what it would cost to live in something like this. And then we're gonna do that thing at the end where we're gonna give you guys something, but let's go take a look at this. This is called the Elliott plan. It's a smaller home, so good for starter home, small families, everything like that. But let's go take a look.
This one, the Elliott, is a quick move-in. Like we mentioned earlier, it's actually available and for sale right now. And this particular one is probably like 95% finished. So you'll see it's a little dirty. There's still things on the walls for the subcontractors to finish up here, but for the most part, easy to see and get a good idea of kind of what their smaller single-level floor plans look like.
Yeah, it'll also give you a more realistic expectation.
Sure.
This isn't a model home, so this is a pretty standard upgrade, like I think what most people would upgrade in a home. Yeah, and then the numbers just running through, we'll take you through. For a home like this, your numbers are gonna be pretty much with 3% down, you're looking at, which is right around 15 to 20 grand. You're gonna be looking at about a $2,600 a month payment, somewhere in there, just depending. So definitely on the more affordable side, especially for the valley with a home like this. And the great thing about the Elliott that we were talking about earlier is, yeah, it's 2,600 square feet starting now. So for a low $400,000 home, you don't really find that very often. Usually you're looking at like 1,400 square feet, 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So to start out at 1,600 square feet is a really awesome thing.
And you know, to compare 1,600 square feet at $2,600 a month, sure, a rental would probably be less than that in this area if you were to rent and star the same exact home. But again, when you're owning a home, you're obviously, a lot of that's going back to you in terms of paying your loan down and taking advantage of the upcoming appreciation. So right now we are seeing home prices a little bit higher than what you might find as a rental, but still a really good opportunity.
For sure. Yeah, and for any of you like single guys or women out there, if you buy a home like this, you can rent out 2 of the rooms, this being a 3-bedroom, and you're basically paying $1,000 a month to own a home like this, which so there's some ways to make homes definitely affordable, and you know, get your little brother to rent out a room from you. And
we're seeing that a lot right now. I mean, a lot of people taking advantage of the different house hacking tricks to keep your mortgage low but still be able to get into the real estate market.
For sure. Yeah, well, let's take a look at the home and then keep an eye out for that Easter egg. Nice countertops. You have the good open floor plan, which is always great.
Yeah, and again, with the quick move-ins, they really do a good job with not over upgrading it. So, you know, you can tell this, they're like, why spend extra money upgrading this when the next homeowner might choose something different? So they have the nice sink, they have the nice countertops, the gas range and the hood top, but they didn't upgrade everything. Like, this is a base model lighting fixture, because you can do that pretty easily or inexpensively on your own instead of designing it for a specific person. So,
yeah, especially like light fixtures. I feel like before I bought a home, I thought changing out lights was this huge ordeal, but I mean, really, you could do it yourself pretty quick. It's not as hard as people think. And this island is awesome. Like, having this big of an island in a home like this, seems like usually you have the smaller bar stools and
plenty of space. This is actually a really good sized kitchen for, again, those who want to cook, or any married couples that might have a wife that's very particular about white cabinets, which we've seen is probably the most popular the last few years.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, with that white backsplash too. And we talked about the incentives. Toll Brothers is offering $15,000 right now. And then another $10,000 if you finance with Toll Brothers, which is an option. But $15,000 to $25,000, that can give you a lot of upgrades. So it can probably almost get you to a point to where this home looks if you were to build from scratch, right? But in a home like this, where the landscaping's included with the move-in ready homes, you don't have to pay for that. That gives you $25,000 to buy your interest rate down, or you know, even add a few things here and there. So awesome incentive that Toll Brothers offering. These homes are gonna have smaller backyards, but this is a very standard backyard for most new builds in the valley. So
yeah, still enough room to do stuff and hang out. You know, you have some concrete patio, but you know, for the price point, this is what you'd expect in most areas out here.
For sure. Yeah, we'll just finish up the house. It's going to be a pretty standard, you know, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, laundry room centralized, which is always nice. It's like you have an office / guest bedroom over here. And Toll Brothers always has pretty good room sizes. Well, this room's actually a little bit smaller than I thought it was. So more of an office, or, you know, kid's bedroom, or rent it out to somebody like we talked about earlier. But your pretty standard home. And then, yeah, we are, where's the master actually?
Over
there.
Yep.
Go ahead, take the master.
So again, for 1,600 square feet, it's not oversized in any specific area, but you have most of the rooms that you'd need for this square footage. You have the nice finishing touches, like the bathroom. Still has quartz countertops in both bathrooms, the guest bath and the main bathroom. So really good level of finishes. And again, for the price, this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, again, starting out in those low 400,000 range, which is definitely affordable, especially in Star. And then I think for the end, the Easter egg, if you comment the word buck, the first 4 people who do that, we'll send you guys a Starbucks gift card. We'll get in contact with you. So definitely comment down below as an appreciation for staying for the end of the video, and then also just appreciation for you guys watching the videos. But If you're interested in some other communities, Pinnacle is one in Meridian that has some starter homes. It's a little bit more spendy than something like this, but could be in the same price range. But check out this video here where we take a tour of Pinnacle in Meridian. It's an awesome neighborhood, and thank you guys for watching.
Oh.